Perfect.
Now, I really like this new breed of high power LED flashlights that are on the market these days. They are astounding compared to what I grew up with. But I'm always a little bit apprehensive of actually doing review videos on them because the link between torches and motorcycles is a tenuous one. Although I do still think it's relevant. It doesn't matter what your hobby or pastime is, there are times when you need a good torch. We all do. The views when I do this kind of video review tend to be relatively low compared to other subjects, and I think that's because mainly when people are looking for reviews on these sort of products, they tend to go to the preppers channels, wild camping channels, that kind of thing. In fact, there are some channels dedicated purely to LED flashlights and the like. Having said that, the views on the THRUNITE TH30 that I did a few months ago were actually pretty good, and on the back of that, THRUNITE offered me another product to review, the THRUNITE Catapult V6. And once again, I ummed and ahed over this one because I am a bit of a headlight convert. 2 years ago, if you'd have asked me what kind of flashlight I would prefer, I would always go for a handheld one. But having used some of these headlamp type ones, I realised just how valuable and convenient they are. And I didn't particularly want to go back to a handheld one. Not only that, it's the lowest powered flashlight that I've been asked to test up to date, which to me seemed like a step backwards. Now, once you get inside the box, obviously you'll find the torch, but we'll come back to that in a minute or so. First of all, THRUNITE include a really nice carrying pouch. It's a Velcro fastening pouch and it incorporates a D-ring and a belt loop. I think it's made from some sort of Cordura. It looks high quality and it's well made. Now, ignore the spare headlamp mount in the box. I've got no idea how that got there, and this kit doesn't come with one. But what you will find is a high quality USB charging cable and of course a small plastic bag with those spares and bits and pieces that we've come to expect from THRUNITE. There's a lanyard, what I think is a spare switch cover, a spare charge port cover, and a collection of little O-rings to replace those in the torch should you damage them over time. I think it's a nice touch that THRUNITE include these. It's nice to have the peace of mind that you've got these things in reserve should you need them in the future. Now, as I previously said, this is the lowest powered torch I've ever tested at just 1700 lumens. But just like with motorbikes, outright horsepower isn't the whole story. And in normal day-to-day use, this torch actually quite literally outshines some flashlights that I've tested that have twice the lumens output. And I'm presuming that this is down to the actual size of the reflector and the reflector design. At the back, it features a little eyelet to accept the lanyard, and this has been machined into the end cap. It uses a Cree XHP35 high LED, which THRUNITE state gives it an efficiency comparable with a 26,650 lumen flashlight. It has a tempered glass lens and a large, very smooth reflector for high quality beam and throw. Now, like all the torches that I've tested, this is CNC machined from aircraft grade aluminium. I thought at first that this was a powder coated body rather than anodized, but THRUNITE state that it's a premium type 3 hard anodized anti-abrasive finish, and I can confirm that after 2 months of this torch rattling about in my coat pocket, sometimes accompanied by a set of house keys, it has proved extremely resilient. It has just one multifunction button, that's for switching it on and off and for cycling through the various different intensities and functions. It also has a standard micro USB charging port which is covered by a rubber waterproof cover. It comes complete with a 5000 mAh rechargeable battery. This battery will need charging when you first get the torch, and the torch as a whole is very efficient. I haven't had to recharge this in 2 months since I first got it, and it still seems to be going strong. Now, it has 4 standard intensities: Firefly, low, medium and high, and that ranges from 0.5 lumens to 950 lumens. These are accessed by simply turning the torch on using the power button and then holding it down and allowing it to cycle through those different phases. A quick double tap will put it into turbo mode, which is the full 1700 lumens. And from there, another quick double tap will put it on a 1200 lumen high intensity strobe. I think this is what some manufacturers call a self-defense mode, and it is very effective because if an attacker can't see you, it's unlikely it's going to be able to do you much harm. One word of warning though, using this mode to annoy your spouse or partner will result in your torch being confiscated. So it's probably for the best if you don't do that.
Perfect.
Now, in the torch reviews that I've done in the past, people have often complained that I've not shown them in action, sort of outside in the dark in their natural environment. So on the day of filming, I got up at 5 AM and thought I'd film a little demonstration of what this torch is capable of. Now, THRUNITE state that it has a beam throw of up to 750 meters. I don't doubt their claim, but I only had available to me a tree line visible from my backyard that is about 100 meters away. Now, I know from testing all the previous torches, I could just about discern a beam from all of them on this tree line, but it was at the limits of their capabilities. Bearing in mind that some of them were floodlight type torches rather than a concentrated beam. So here's a quick demonstration with the Catapult V6.
Perfect.
As you can see, it's a very useful high performance lighting instrument. Although a little bit bulkier than those that I've tested in the past, it is still very pocketable. And one nice side effect using it on cold winter nights is that it does get quite warm in the hand, which is very welcome in sub-zero temperatures. Now that's all I've got time for today. I will leave a link for this in the video description down below. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you found it useful. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I will be back on Friday, so until then, ride safely and I'll see you soon.